Behold, the silent death is here. Heroes to conquer, dressed in fear. Don't make a sound, don't let him hear. Cause if you're found, then you'll be disappear. I'm coming for glory. This is the only way to be. You've heard all my stories, you know it's in my destiny. No pain, no love, it's a long game, focus. Dive into war, be the soldier, no difficulty can hold us. Keep looking out for the danger, even from things that we seem to love. Just with a snap of my fingers, enemy turn to dust.
Now keep coming, keep knocking my door. It's the bloodshed that leaves me hungry for more. Always ready for war, feasting on the applause. Cause victory is written into my core. So come on,
now bring it on. I've been waiting for too long. My rage is growing stronger than a storm.
so come on. Can you feel it now? This is what I'm talking about.
Sorry, she's so annoying. Who?
Wait till the whole Wessel team gets here.
Yeah, just wait a sec. Yeah, that worked.
Oh right, I forgot Wessel's a French team. They said his brother is gonna go play instead. In French, you can't read it. GTS said it. Okay. Really? You can read French as well? Nice.
Nice. What streaming software do you use? Nice.
Red team's turn to ban. Blue team's turn to ban. Red team's turn to ban. Blue team's turn to pick. Red team's turn to pick.
And usually Wukong's a late game hero.
Blue team's turn to pick.
Oh man, they are gonna pick out a Superman here. Potentially on the solo laner, could be playing support as well.
Yes. We might see a Wukong solo lane, so Superman support.
Oh, this is dangerous here. This is very dangerous. And meanwhile, at Team Don, we are looking at a Hayati potentially as their ADC. They're also trying to look already for the middle hero with the name L'Oreal Easy Carry. So, do you think he will
Okay.
actually lock in L'Oreal?
I hope so. That'd be quite interesting with his name. But that doesn't really make sense, since that means they're just locked into late game heroes.
Yeah, having that Oma already locked in for the for the early game is a little bit weird, but we shall see. Maybe this is some kind of strategy they have.
Yes,
Red team's
indeed. They both locked in with two purifiers as well.
Hayati and L'Oreal are going to be picked on the blue side for Team Don, while Wiseau is going to be looking for... Oh, they're going to be locking in Linda straight away. That is interesting.
Lindis jungle, so then Wukong is probably gonna be solo lane.
to ban.
And are we looking then at the Superman support here with the Disrupt?
Yes, Superman support is still the best version of Superman in this meta, since it allows him to take on an extra Purify.
And a great ban is coming in with Kira being banned from Wiseau's team here. And Zata is going to be banned for Team Don right here.
Well, yes, two extremely powerful mage carries, mage assassins.
And now it's on Wiseau again to lock in their fourth hero. They already have a potential solo laner, potential support. Then Lindis seems like it's going to be playing jungle, so they are still missing a middle hero and an ADC here. What do you reckon against Team Don for now? They could potentially be locking in to counter Team Don so far.
To ban.
Well, currently, Team Dawn's a very late game team, so they're probably going to lock in two very early game heroes.
Do you think Hayati is going to be a good pick against that Superman?
Hayate is alright against Superman, but Hayate will probably suffer a bit against Wukong and Lindis. They might lock in a Joker here as well.
And here we see a very important ban on the Iggy, because they were still missing the middle lane, and it seems Wiseau is not even thinking about it. It seems Wiseau is going straight in, already knowing what to pick. I think they already got a team comp pre-arranged, basically. They locking in Raz on the red team for Wiseau, while we are looking at Team Don again, looking for that Florentino.
Yes, a Florentino, if it gets locked in, it's gotta be quite good. Against Superman, against Wukong, Florentino doesn't actually do that well on lane, because Wukong could just go invis and basically Florentino can't continue his dancing.
Oh, but for now Florentino will be dancing. He's gonna be locked in for Team Don. Also AOI for their jungle. And that makes the next team composition, which is gonna be Omar, L'Oreal, Hayati, Florentino and AOI for Team Don. And on Wiseau we've got Wukong, Superman, Lindis, Raz, and potentially Dirac.
Or Slims. They wanna lock in a hyper carry then.
Yeah, they are looking around, and that's going to be the Elsu. Wow, what a great pick here for Wiseau.
Yes.
Because basically, them having the Elsu there on the back lane is going to be pretty tough for Hayati, as he's not going to be able to do much damage to the Elsu if he stays back.
Yes, but we really need to hope that Wiseau here doesn't struggle early game.
Absolutely.
And this Superman has to kind of carry the early game, since Wukong isn't that strong early game. And Elsu's snipes are good, but not great early game.
Yeah, that's completely right. And he's got to get that passive hits up as well. So he's going to be... he has to deal with the auto attacks as well. It seems that Lindis is going to be their final jungle.
10
Barry on
seconds
AOI for
remaining.
Team Don on the jungle. This is going to be interesting here.
A jungle talent in for Superman. That's quite odd. No, keep trying.
He is just trolling around at this point. Absolutely, yeah. And now we are on the loading screen. We are just going to take the advantage to thank our sponsors, which is Arena of Valor, Teamy, and Trovo, with a prize pool of Yugi.
Almost 1,000 euros. Most of them in vouchers, but it's 150 in cash.
Absolutely, and we're looking here at the first game of this best of 5, and this also is going to conclude the scrim matches before the tournament actually begins here, Yugi.
Yes.
Get ready.
Hopefully we're going to see some great action today.
5 seconds.
Oh, I can tell you, Team Don against Wiseau, this is going to be a big game. And here we can see Superman with Elsu already going middle, and Hayati is already rotating back to bottom here.
Oh, we might see an Elsu mid this game actually, which is quite an interesting.
And Raz is going to be going bottom with Superman?
No, we're gonna see both Superman and Elsu mid.
Wow, that would... Wow. Wow.
Usually you would see Elsu Gildu running at mid, but Superman's also very good mid, since his mobility means he can gank both sides quite quickly.
Absolutely. Omar is taking here a little bit of damage already. While Florentino is, for now, winning the team fight on top against the Wukong. And they're setting up an ambush already.
Yes, they're poking, but then Aoi's gotta Try and clear the wave.
I see, yeah. And now there's 3-man middle. Superman already diving below the tower, but it's gonna be a kill here on the AOI on Superman. He dived in too deep.
Yes, he wanted to push them out, but instead he pushed them further in, which was probably a bit of a misplay.
Yeah, that mistake not ruined the fun there. Superman is the first one to go down. AOI drawing that first blood. And now we are looking at a 4-man bottom lane. Potentially team fight. AOI jumping in to try and do some damage. Omar jumping in there with almost no HP. What a mistake. Elsu sniping him down.
Yes.
Oh,
But
man.
also gets the bird since Elsu's range can basically always guarantee him that bird.
We can see that they are pretty equal now. They both made a mistake. I hope they learn from it and not do that again. AOI is going on that Lindis though. He's fighting him off. And he is 1 HP. Florentino finishing that Lindis off in the hand at top lane. But now Superman is going to jump in. And he is looking to at least trade that kill. And he does trade that kill indeed.
But he's
For the
dying.
Florentino. But in the end they're going to be going down as well. AOI is down. Sniped out by the Elsu. And that's going to conclude a 2 versus 1.
Yes, but in the end it's a 3-3 death on the map, which is we can see with the gold is also very even. So other than the skirmishes, but no change in game. No team is actually taking any real.
Exactly, they both have great rotations, I would say. They both made a mistake. They both did really good at that top team fight just a second ago. And yeah, we should see how this advances here. As the Superman is can just roam around middle, then he can go bottom as well to support that Raz on the bottom lane. And as there's 3 people bottom now, they're setting up another ambush here for mid. And Elsu is gonna try and snipe on that L'Oreal here.
Yes, but and then Florentino goes down mid, overextended a bit.
Oh
and
no, Omar is getting chased here by the Raz. Raz is taking him down. Superman diving in super deep again into that tower. Is he going to be going down? He's not. He's going to escape. And then Don is going to jump in here to finish off that Raz. And Florentino really low, but still not going to be taking the hit. While Lindis here is going to be taking down Lorio.
Yes, that Lindis just got a couple of kills, and now she has the most gold on the map now, basically.
Oh, and Florentino facing on the Wukong here. That also is not going to go back? Okay, I was going to say, is he going to stay there? AOI might be facing some trouble as Lindis is shooting at her, but Superman is going to finish her down, most likely. Yep, exactly. Lindis didn't even need Superman there. AOI going down, fighting YSO, absolutely deleted.
Yes, now we can see that Team Wiseau is finally taking a pretty strong lead in this almost 5-minute mark. And that's quite good since the tower protections that are going to get removed soon.
Exactly, Florentino here fighting against the Wukong. And they are both doing the damage they need to do. It's just a matter of time. Who is going to be going down first on the bottom lane? We've got a team fight going on. Omar struggling here against the Superman and against Salty. And eventually is going to be eliminated by Raz again. Would you say that he really overextended again? And then in the end, Florentino, we saw it before. He was already low while Wukong got back. Elsu pretty much went back to top to finish that job off.
Yes. We could see that having Elsu and Superman mid basically allows them to pick up any kills that they should have picked up. Because they could just, both of them are excellent finishers.
Oh no, and she's going to be in a lot of trouble here. AOI struggling here, but she's going to be going down. Tower dive by the Wukong and by Lindis. Oh man, oh man.
Yes, and now we can see the gold lead and start a small snowball at 3k goal difference now.
And this is an issue because this is right the moment where the tower protection is out. As you already said, Wukong is overextending. Will Florentino be able to take him down? He's going to chase him, but eventually he's going to go back and he's going to escape again with almost no health down there. And in the meanwhile, 3-man, 4-man is going to go down, going to go bottom here. L'Oreal is going to try and take that round down, which he successfully does. But that at least is going to be a trade. Oh man, L'Oreal being taken down on Omar, and there's an absolute insane team fight going on where Elsa just takes down this L'Oreal. Still Florentino below that tower, trying to do something there, but Elsu is just
Yes,
cleaning out.
Elsu comes in late and picks up every kill. A triple kill on Elsu already.
Wow, 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 wow! What a great rotation here by Team Y. So Yugi,
Yes, and more than anything, the Elsu has 8 kills already.
look
Which is-
how much damage the Elsu does here on Florentino already, just to leave him down for the snipe. But then Wukong is gonna finish him off. They just have this great coordination where one hero gets them half HP and the other one just finish him off. They exactly know who has to be where at what time.
Yes. And this is going to be troublesome because Elsu's range is really difficult to deal with. I'm expecting Team Dawn to struggle for quite a bit right now. They have to get them. They have to defend, and they have to find a way to catch Elsu, or get to late game where L'Oreal can just outplay most heroes.
Yeah, and Superman is gonna dive on that L'Oreal again. Wukong there, trying to do some serious damage. Eventually, the one that's going down is gonna be Omar there, on the way to the rotation. AoI very, very low at this point. And yeah, Superman is gonna retreat, make sure that he has enough help to get into that next team fight.
Yes. We could see 5k on Elsu, which probably means the way he hits, he's probably finished his Muramasa already. Yes, he's definitely finished his Muramasa already. And he's also finished his Fafnirs.
Lowell is struggling, everybody is struggling. Raz is jumping on Florentino, and he's going to be taking him down. Then Raz is looking for the second kill here on the AoI, which is absolutely low HP, but this could cost him his life. Omar chasing him, but I don't think he's going to be able to do enough damage to take either of them down. Superman was looking there on in the bush and see who can I snipe away, but they were already too far away.
Yes, that's quite lucky for them to have 2 members escape with basically no health left.
Yeah, all they need is luck right now. They really need a bit of luck. Elsu there, going to be chased by the Omar, but he's going to be jumping back. Omar low HP already. Well, Superman is going to finish him off. Hayati is going to try and finish Superman up, but of course he is too fast and he can jump. And then on the top lane, we've got Florentino taking finally that Wukong, that deadly Wukong out. He was looking for that kill for a long time, and it's going to be a trade on Elsu against L'Oreal, and L'Oreal is going to shut down Elsu as well. Superman taking down... Oh no, wait a second. Raz has been taking down here on Hayati, Hayati on Superman. This is going too fast, man.
Yes, and one more thing, we have to point out that the shutdown on Elsu was massive because he basically was legendary at that point, so the shutdown gave basically almost 2,000 team gold.
Oh yeah, we can definitely see that they've got that gold back. There's still a 5k gold lead there for Team YSO at this point. AY is trying to farm as much as he can, and she will need the damage, she will need to do it. And then L'Oreal again by that ambush by Raz. But this could be deadly for the Raz, and it is! What a bad decision by Raz to go in there alone. It was a great try though, and the potential was definitely there.
Yeah, but this L'Oreal is fairly fed compared to Raz. Like, they both have the same amount of gold, and L'Oreal's already picked up her lifesteal and her berries.
Oh man, AoI jumping on. Oh man, Omar is gonna get back. He is already half his HP. He needs his HP for that team fight. Then Florentino is gonna jump in here on the Elsu, doing some serious damage, but it's gonna be taken out by Elsu. Elsu still staying back to see if he can snipe someone around. AoI getting back as well, while Omar again really overextended there to try and clean that creep wave. While oh man, Lindis is going. It has very low HP here. AoI trying to do some serious damage here, going to be taken out by the Elsu, and then eventually AoI is going to jump on Elsu, and he is going to teleport back. What a luck.
Yes, this is going to be a struggle now. They couldn't diminish the gold lead, and they fought. It was an even trade at the end, mostly. But at this point, Elsu should go back here.
Yeah, now Team Donna is definitely struggling, where we are looking here at the Elsu with an 8.4k gold lead against that 5.8k gold of the Hayati.
Yes, and remember, they have both Elsu and Lindis. 2
Omar.
ADCs means they're really strong late game.
Oh yes. No, yeah, you are absolutely right on that one, Yugi.
And
We've
yes,
got- Yeah, we see Omar here overextending quite a lot. He is jumping in. I understand he wants to take the team damage, but I feel that he just wants to go in way too much. And then Darkslade is going to be taken here by Team YSO, while Superman is going to be struggling here against Team Don. Team Don is going to be really struggling here in this team fight, and eventually they're going to be all taken down by Team YSO. That Darkslayer was very important for that team fight.
Yeah, and that's an ace. This could be GG. Now they summon Darkslayer on top of it. So now, yeah, this looks to be a GG. If Florentino can come back and somehow outplay two of them, he might protect the tower, the base, but I doubt it very much, with Raz coming as well.
Yeah, Florentino is gonna probably be able to clear that out. He is not. The amount of damage they do is just too much. They're not finishing. They are just waiting to see if they can get up another kill or two. Eventually, they are gonna be defending. Liliana getting down that Omar there.
Yes.
Key shutting down Liliana there, but they are struggling. They're just doing too much damage. Wukong jumping on AoI, taking it down instantly, and this Superman can take quite a lot of damage.
Yes, but I believe they should have finished, honestly. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. One shot from Elsu and it's all over.
And that's going to be a GG for the YSO at the first match of tonight. What an amazing and insane game hit by the YSO. They both made mistakes. YSO did correct them. Omar, I feel like he still overextended a little bit too much, but a great gameplay overall by both of these two teams.
I think Omar is problematic because if he cannot capitalize on early game, he's not that strong. And yes, the MVP is definitely Elsu here. He probably did, yes, he did 33% of the team damage, which is crazy on Elsu. We didn't even get to the game, and that team was already snowballing way too hard.
Yeah, and this explains their bans and picks. And yeah, Omar there was a really good option for the early game, but then we saw Team Don taking some late game heroes, and I think YSO in the team composition had already a little advantage over Team Don here.
Yes, and I would disagree with taking Florentino there. They wasted Florentino because if Florentino goes in lane with Wukong, he cannot capitalize on his insane power because Wukong can always escape, basically.
Exactly, yeah. And, well, it's the best out of 5, so still everything can happen here. Hopefully, Team Don is chatting right now in their voice chat on their next strategy here against Team YSO. I mean, maybe it's the first time they play against them, so it could be that they now know more or less their team composition, what they do, what they rotate, and the type of heroes they play. And let's see what strategy are they going to pull against Team YSO here to try and counter that.
Yes. Superman, Elsu, Wukong, and Lindis. That was quite a strong comp, but that was not very meta.
All right, we're still waiting for both teams to join, so
Yes,
we can start our second game of the night.
yes, and we're waiting for the global ban picks to be in motion as well. This will be the first Scrim match for the global ban picks, so let's see what the teams can do under this new pressure of not being able to reuse their best heroes.
Exactly, and this puts us in already in the second match of tonight. Team Don against YSO.
Yes.
They didn't have a lot of time to think about any new strategies here, which is the way it is for the BO5s. But
Yes.
now that they can pick their previously picked heroes, they're really gonna put them in a weird situation. Now the bans are going pretty quick, as they want to get that Pura and Ned out again. For Team Don, Zip is gonna be banned for YSO, and let's see who is going to be their second ban here.
They banned Irie in the first game. Are they gonna ban Irie again? Or do they want to pick it up? No,
And
they
Ivy it
certainly-
is. What a great prediction.
So yes, they don't like to play against an Ivy.
While we at the predictions, Yuki, what do you think the strategy is going to be here for Team Don? What are they going to pull off to counter that YSO?
Usually when you're losing 1-0, you have to pull out the strongest heroes. So I'm expecting Lubu, Varus, the Warriors basically. In this meta, they're still extremely strong. And for Marksman, I'm expecting Violet, Caffeine. But they're looking for a Tulin, which is a high burst damage early game mage.
Red team's
And they lock it in.
to pick.
Tulin it is. Their middle hero is going to be Tulin on L'Oreal here. Let's see how that is going to be going. Tulin can deal a lot of damage when he has to and can snipe from a far distance as well. So I would say it's not. It's a decent pick here on Team Don.
And then this Shaw gets picked up on Team YSO. I think they're still hiding the main heroes. I don't. Isha could go mid or could go support, but I'm expecting a support Isha if anything.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, they're not giving away the good heroes. We do have Elaine here, potentially, and yeah, that would be the first hero that they show off as their damage dealer.
I think, fairly to say, Isha actually does a lot of damage, and her bear does a significant amount of damage. You don't expect it from such a small thing, but it's crazy early game.
To pick.
Yeah, absolutely. The range as well, and finishing off those heroes while she is already dead, it could be deadly.
Yes.
Then again, we haven't seen, I'm not mistaken so far, any Isha picks for the scrim matches yet.
Well, because Isha's ultimate could easily get countered by any hero with a dash. Especially, I wouldn't pick an Isha into a Tulin since he can always get away with all his he has 3 dashes.
Yeah, I see where you're going. Yeah. Alright, Team Don here is looking at their jungle hero already.
Yes,
Just-
it's 3 jungle.
Just to equal it out and prevent the YSO to continue banning really meta jungle heroes and potentially banning out the jungle hero Team Don wants to pick up here.
Yes, and since they already picked a mage, I'm expecting them to also ban out mages.
And this is going to be interesting. The Marauder is going to be picked up for the jungle here on Team Don. And we've got Violet on ADC.
Yes, I was expecting Violet as well, since apart from Hayate, she's probably the most picked meta Marksman.
Absolutely, she can definitely do a lot of damage and keep the distance between her and her enemies. Just let's hope that she stays back and that YSO doesn't set up an ambush to get to that Violet, because if that Violet gets taken down, that then Team Don could be facing some issues here.
Yes, and a Murad, which is quite an odd pick, since considering usually you would hide your jungler. I guess Murad can still outplay Ellen, which is quite good.
Yeah, I do think so, Yugi. I do think so. Well, we've got on Wiseman. Meanwhile, we've got Mina picked up. Could potentially be a support or solo hero. Malak is going to be banned from YSO side. And they don't want to deal with Thorn on Team Don.
To ban.
Yes, they were hovering Hayate, but in the end they still banned Fawn. I actually think they should have banned Hayate. But then they can ban it in the second ban, so I think it's alright.
Valheim potentially being banned here. Yeah, it's going to be banned on YSO.
Yes, Valheim, which is quite interesting since they probably don't want to deal with an early marksman then.
Yeah, then again, Valheim can be very annoying with all of these stuns. I mean, he has CC, he has damage, he has pretty much everything. With his ulti, he can escape. And as you predicted, again, maybe they're gonna be banning the Hayate out. They're looking at Caffeine now.
Well, they're banning a marksman for sure.
To pick.
And they're probably not gonna pick up a very tanky team, so they probably don't need to ban the Hayate then. It's going to be interesting to see what their support is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, Mina could be picking up support, but I think she would be better on solo lane at this point. We don't know still who's the solo lane on Team Don though.
I'm expecting either Mina support or Isha support.
Oh yeah, Isha support could be very, very good as well.
They are on Waiso. They're having a Richter, a very strong hero, but I think Varus or Ryoma is gonna be better. Yes, and they lock in Ryoma.
Yeah, we see Varus picked a lot lately as well. Ryoma, not so much, but that doesn't mean that he can't deal the damage he has to put out to take Team Don's members out.
Yes, and Ryoma is a very early game hero.
Let's see how Team Don is going to be responding on this Ryoma pick here.
They have to be careful since Hayate is open and Team Waiso hasn't picked the marksman yet. You could see a counter pick for Hayate, which could ruin the Thane and Yina comp here.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Let's see how this is going to go. They're looking for the Thane and the Yina. I mean, Thane can definitely tank so much damage, as Violet in the back row can just deal the damage, also pull them back, and both Thane and Yina are going to be locked down on Team Don here.
Yes, I would be afraid of a Hayate right now. I know Violet does counter Hayate slightly, but if the Hayate gets picked up, Vayne, who's supposed to be tanky, will not actually be tanking for that long. Oh, they might go for no marksman comp here.
Really interesting comp for Team Waiso. Already last game, and now they're surprising us once again, picking up a Bane instead of an ADC hero. What do you think about that, Yugi?
What do I think about it? It's simple. If they don't end the game quickly, they're going to struggle massively.
Yeah, I mean, in between of the Elaine and Pain and Ryoma and Ishar, they've got big damage output here.
They might have big damage output, but then their damage output comes down to burst damage. If Faint and Violet can get through the burst damage from them, then we could have a really rocky road for them on Team Waiso, because no ADC means no damage over time.
Absolutely, Yugi, absolutely. And that concludes the ban pick phase here for the second match of tonight on the AoV Summer League official scrims. On Team Don, we've got Tulen, Murat, Violet, Thane, and Yina. While on Waiso, we are facing Elaine, Mina, Isha, Ryoma, and Pain.
Yes, we could see a very interesting team comp coming out from Waiso. In this team comp, they have to play early game extremely well. If they lose the early game, they're probably going to lose. But then again, I would still put it in their favor, since Elaine can still carry a late game quite well, picking off the Violet.
Absolutely, and now we are already into our second match, sorry, of tonight. And let's see what early game strategy they are going to be pulling out.
We could see Mina and Isha going straight mid, which is standard for this current meta, having support, and Ryoma coming as well. They probably want first blood, or they probably are looking for an invade in this case. 5-man mid.
Yeah, we've got 4 people over there. They already spotted the Violet and the Thane, and they're going in on that Violet. They know if they take that Violet down, that they're going to be looking at a very good position here. And that's going to be the Murat down at the first blood. Oh man, on Ananas.
Yes, and honestly, Team Dawn should have foreseen that they would have wanted to play an early game with both Pain, Ryoma, Mina, and Isha, which are quite strong early game heroes actually. Even Isha is actually quite strong, even level 1.
Yeah,
Since
things spotted them, and now we've got an interesting rotation coming in here with Elaine jumping in on that Yoru, and she's going to go down. Yina's going to be going down on the second kill of tonight, while we've got Violet and Tane on the back. Tane is going to be pushing them back eventually. No, he's not. He's just going to stay there. He's going to be outplaying the Violet, sniping down.
Now Pain comes in and pops 1-2, and Violet goes down.
Oh man, they're definitely playing very, 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 very aggressive here. And Team Don doesn't look like they were expecting that. They are definitely doing a different, they're applying a different strategy here, Team YSO, for the second game, where they just want to go in hard, man.
Yes, and this is now a test for Team Don to see how much they lose and how much ground they can keep. If they can keep a lot of ground, the moment we go to the 15th minute mark, they are extremely stronger actually. They have a huge advantage. Because Murad and Violet are hyper late game heroes.
Absolutely, and they are taking complete control of the jungle here, and this is very, very, very dangerous for the Murad. Tane is very low in the meanwhile. Violet is trying to deal some damage there, just to pull them off a little bit, and there's an ambush going in with the Elaine there in the jungle, trying to jump here on the Murad, but eventually she's going to be taking a lot of damage, and eventually, ooh, he's going to be deleted.
Yes. He just had too low HP, he overextended massively. He wanted to go 1v2 on Elaine, which is fair enough since Elaine has that potential, but I mean, that's still quite reckless.
But as you were saying, there might be... Oh man, and we've got Mina here below the tower. This is looking very dangerous, and Tane finally is going to be taking down that Mina below the tower, and they are indeed overextending right now.
Yes, they're massively overextending, and they're going to lose their gold if not.
Violent jumping out as they should. Ishao is going to be taken down. That Furball is running after Violet here. Pain in the meanwhile taking down that Murad. Pain still there trying to do some good damage, but oh man, what the damage she's taking from Tulanir. Eventually he's going to try and get back. That Violet is going back in to try and deal the damage she needed to deal to get that Pain down, but of course she's not going to be able to, and Pain and Elaine is going to be down.
Yes, and Pain shouldn't have went in there. That Pain is being a real pain, I would like to say.
Yeah, definitely. He's being a big pain at this point.
Yes. And yeah, they're still invading jungle. Basically, they just don't want that Murad to play. They just want to take as much advantage as they want from their early game comp and deal with basically their jungle.
And they are treating the bottom jungle like it's theirs. They're just walking in there on a 5-man. Tane is going to be struggling badly here. I would be very surprised if he's not going to be going down. Ishan focusing on the Violet. Tane was already low HP, so they basically knew that he would be going down. And the roaming is so good for Team YSO here. They are playing absolutely amazing at this point.
Yes, this we can clearly see as a team that knows what they're doing.
Also at the big ban phase, we already saw that they already had like kind of a strategy locked in. And here the Murad is going to be struggling massively, going to be able to jump out. But my question is, why is there staying, but it's going to survive in the end? That Furball running in, chasing all the low HP heroes, trying to catch someone out there.
Yes, at this point I would say give them the jungle. Just don't stop giving them kills. There's no point in just trying to defend the jungle and just failing.
And they're jumping on the Mina, and maybe they're going to get that Mina down, but Pain is going to jump in, dealing insane damage here, taking down 4 of Team Don's heroes. Pain is running for his life. He most likely will be able to escape, but no, Pain is not allowing that. Pain jumping in on that Tane, that's going to be dangerous. Pain taking a lot of damage. The Furball is going to eventually kill Tane off below the tower. And that is a complete team wipe here for YSO on Team Don.
This is going to be quite difficult to come back. It's not even 6 minutes and we already have a 5k goal lead.
Yeah, this is dangerous here, Yugi. It is looking very dangerous here for Team Don. They really have to start playing defensive. And as you said, sacrifice that jungle, sacrifice the lane, sacrifice maybe some towers, and just try to farm your way up.
Yeah. The other thing they could do is they can try forcing...
Pain already charged, and Pain is going to be going on the Violet. Pain is not having enough of it already. Pain is going to be going down by Tulen here, which is definitely a kill they had to make. Virus is going to be killing a lane.
Yes, and I would say we would need to see if Violet can get her farm up really quickly. This is quite difficult. Because if they try and swap lanes, they're gonna get caught as well. Since Team Wiseau is definitely getting the jungle.
Oh man, and Murat here with the best intentions is trying to jump in. Ananas knew he would be jumping out. He was already waiting for his teleport to deal the damage they needed to eventually take him down.
Yes, and we could clearly see the early game comp is working perfectly here. A great snowball coming from Pain, Ryoma, and even Mina at some point. Because Mina here gets a lot of gold and it's quite well farmed.
Yeah, Ananas, look at Ananas. He's low HP, but he's staying because he knows that Pain will jump in eventually, deleting that Violet. And of course, our buddy Tane is going to have enough HP to escape, but it's just a matter of time before they're going to go back in, coordinate that insane team fight. And oh man, Ananas here taking a big risk for that Murat, but it's going to be worth it. Furball below the tower, so they don't have to worry about the damage. Eventually, Ananas is looking like he's going to go back. No, he didn't have enough yet. He didn't have enough. He's not going back, jumping straight back into the team fight. They're playing way more defensive now. Tane trying to find a position to push someone back. But it is going to be another savage team fight here for Wiseau, taking down that Violet, taking down the Tulen. While we still got Virus and Tane struggling, it's at least they're gonna pick up one kill here. Oh man, oh man, oh man, and Tane taking down Ananas as well. Mina still there on full HP, not really worth it to chase. This is going to be dangerous if Mina does that ultimate. Oi, 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 oi.
Yes, and I would say Team Wiseau massively overextended there. They did not need to do that. They should just go back, get Slayer, and then push down the towers.
Absolutely, they just know they've got the advantage to allow them to do that, and at any time they will just regroup once again and come back. This was a great team fight though, one of the team fight that basically did give Team Don a little bit of spirit and a little bit of good positive energy, just to show them that it's still very possible. Violet taking down on the Mina here, a very important hero for Wiseau, as this is the tank for the damage. And now let's see, Pain is there already in the bush. He's looking for his prey and decides to jump here on the Tulen, not dealing enough damage to take him down, and that means Murat is there also wandering around with low HP, and Pain just decides to go back, clean the wave, as he sees that nobody else is there for him to pick.
Yes, and we could see on Pain's items, here we have his Apocalypse, his Hurcatus, and his basically Magic Pierce. This Pain is gonna hurt. But he just goes down because he dies too many times.
Oh man, Yugi, Murat taking down that Pain. Could be team deciding now. At least the gold lead is very big, but that Pain has such an important role in this match right now.
No matter how big the gold lead is right now, the main problem is they don't have a way to get the towers from Wiseau team.
Yeah, I think it's gonna all come down to one team fight here. Murat not knowing that he's jumping into the Mina and the Ishar. Is he going to be able to get away? Yes, of course he is going to be able to jump away there. And now the roles are turned around. Team Don chasing Wiseau. Mina still staying there because she knows she has the HP to do it. Virus taking down that Ishar. The Furball still wandering around, eventually taking down Virus. And they are locking on Mina, which is a big mistake. Mina still almost full HP, while Violet is half HP. And they are just chasing that Mina way too long, allowing Ananas to get down that Violet. Tane is trying to push down, and of course, while we're at it, let's take that Tulen down, Pain says. Oh,
yes,
we got Tane struggling hard here.
This could be a four-man team wipe, and this could be GG.
And then the question is, Murat, where are you?
Yes, he could keep if he gets his 4th stack, he could clear the wave, but it's a little too late. The tower's going down.
Oh, Yuna jumping on Ananas though, gonna take that down, and they're just dealing too much with this Mina here. Mina dealing
Yes.
more damage than he takes, getting the heroes low for Pain to jump in, and eventually trying to take someone down there. No one was there for him to pick though. As you said, Tulun jumping out of his chance ult.
Yes, quite a difficult comp to deal with both Tulen, Ryoma jumping in and picking up the kills.
At this point, I think we're looking at all or nothing, Yugi.
Well, in this case, if I was Team Dawn, I would try and defend the towers as much as I can. Stay on the tower, no matter how much. If they dive, it's gonna be a trade.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And they're jumping on Mina. Mina doing insane damage. Tulun taking down that Mina. Such an important role because Team Dawn just can't leave that Mina alone. They really chase them. But then Ananas, oh man, Elena is gonna jump in on that Violet, making that at least a trade. And now the important gameplay is gonna go off.
Yes,
Tane still alive here though. This is dangerous.
yes, but I
Oh,
would.
he's seeing Tane, and he's taking him down instantly. Not giving me a single second to get back to the base and heal down. And now Team Dawn is in a small disadvantage again. Murat here though. Oh man, Murat taking down the lane. Such an important moment to take that lane down. We've got Ananas getting back though. Pain shutting down Virus. And now this could be it. They've got a minion, a lonely minion, walking
Yeah.
into the base there.
Yes, but I'm not very happy with the way they're gonna have problems clearing the towers. None of the heroes are quick at taking down towers, apart from maybe Pain. But Pain is so swishy, he has to be very careful.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. They're definitely struggling, and I have to give Team Dawn my kudos for playing this defensive and keeping those both the top and bottom tower up, not allowing the next to take any damage.
Yes, and one more thing we have to look at is Yina is 10k gold, which means she's basically full build. The goalie that Wiseau has is starting to shift to a point where the moment it gets the 15-minute mark, the goalie doesn't matter anymore because everyone's gonna start getting full builds.
Oh man, Violet struggling here, but oh, he's walking into the Mina, not getting hooked though. Will he be able to escape? Violet is trying, but eventually gets taken down by the Mina. Mina dealing some damage to Tulen. And Ishar is very low HP, going down by the Murat, but he's insanely low. The Furball is chasing him. And eventually he's going to be going down. Tulen's still alive there, and that Pain is going to instantly try and jump, but he gets back too far. So that makes it pretty much impossible. Tane trying to tank some of the damage, being the wall there between the enemies and his team. But at this point, we might be facing a GG here. But it does seem that Ananas still is going on the top lane, trying to get that lane cleared up. And we've got Pain jumping in here, doing the same damage, but he's taking the hit here. Mina doing some insane damage as well. And eventually Pain and the Mina taking them down, both of them.
Violet can't defend against a Pain in Ryoma, so that's GG. Great game from the second game.
And that is a fantastic gameplay by Wiseau here on the second game. My big shout out here to Team Dondo for not giving up, defending both top and bottom towers as they should be doing, waiting for the perfect moment for the team fight. I think that if they had a little bit more time, that they eventually could have had the comeback here, Yugi. What do you think?
I think if they could protect the Violet in late game, they could have had the comeback. But against the Pain of Ryoma, it's quite difficult.
I mean, there is no stopping on Pain. The only thing you can basically do is that when he is there, just stun him, CC him, throw everything on that Pain. And I don't think they had enough CC.
Yes, and I actually think that that's quite interesting, the fact that Team Wiseau doesn't have any real damage carries. All the damage is split between all 5 players.
Absolutely, and we could only think that they were going for an ADC, but the last pick being that insane Pain, finishing off on the 15-3-6 here.
Yes, that Pain basically counters any ADC that doesn't have high mobility. Coming up to the third game of this best of 5 with Global Blue.
Absolutely, Yugi. This means absolutely nothing. Team Don still has a very big chance. to come back here. Let's see what strategy they're going to be preparing for the third game here of tonight. Yso definitely already has the strategies all pointed out before even getting into these matches, while Team Don seems to be adapting theirs to be able to survive Team Yso here.
Yes. And worst thing of all, I actually think Team Yso has not wasted any of the big meta heroes yet.
Do you think that a real surprise is going to come down to this third match, Yugi?
I actually think Team Yso would probably still be able to win. They have to be really careful now. Because they got arrogant at the end of the last match, and it could have cost them if they didn't finish quickly.
Yeah, I remember on last league as well, they were very confident. They pretty much banned troll heroes, so they didn't actually ban meta heroes. And they were very confident, and as you say, this arrogancy can just throw the game down for you.
Yes. And especially when they just picked out a 4 early game comp like that.
Absolutely, and now there's gonna be 4 heroes banned for each side right now.
There's gonna be 10 heroes banned for each side. It's a global ban pick. So basically they have to be, their hero pool is quite small now. Especially on Team Don, who picks out a lot of meta heroes. They use both of the strongest carries as Violet, and yet they went for Florentino already.
And to point out on the other side, we still have up Torn here, we still have up Lubu. Yeah, a lot of heroes are also, as you said, the strong heroes, which would be expected to be taken the first game, so they were basically banned, are still, most of them are still available. Irie was banned a couple of times, so she's still available. Team Yso probably will keep that Irie banned. And then we've got Kira as well. Still so many good heroes are in the pick phase.
Yes, we have 108 heroes currently in our server. It's gonna be quite a difficult game picking out heroes now. But I think at the third match we can still put out an extremely strong team. So it's probably strategy which is going to be the deciding factor of this match.
What do you think that Team Don should be thinking about for this third match to make it a win?
If I was them, pick the simplest strategy possible. Protect one ADC.
And how can they possibly deal with that jungle invades? I mean, basically Team Yso here last game was acting like the bottom Team Don's jungle was absolutely theirs. They were just jumping in, roaming around, stealing the minions. They were just acting like it was theirs. What do you think?
Well, I would actually, if your team is on that much of disadvantage, pick a hyper carry ADC. Pick up anti-meta heroes. Arrow Midnight is still open. Pick them up. Try and get a Nanette or something to disengage. Don't force fights and just farm till late game. And pick the strongest possible ADC you can pick. Right now they still have Morin and Thorn open. 2 extremely powerful hyper carries.
Yeah, and the story is repeating itself on the ban phase at least. We've got Pura banned for Team Don side, looking at the net. They won't ban Mina, of course they won't ban Mina, because they can't repick Mina. And then Zip is banned for Yso at this moment, so that means that it's like pressing the replay button here on the ban phase.
Yes.
Ivy banned.
All the 4 Sam at the first phase.
I mean, completely understandable that they're banning these heroes.
I would, if I was on Team Don side and I had blue side, I would have forced them to give me one of the OP supports. Because I get first pick either way. So either give me OP support or give me Irie. Yes, they're picking up a hyper carry now in the form of Caffeine. I would.
They were looking at the Torn as well, but they're gonna lock in Caffeine in the end.
Yes. A crack is locked.
Oh man, you either love it or hate it, but Greg is locked in by Team Yso.
Crack can either be amazing or it can bring you all the troubles in the world.
I mean, seeing how Team YSO has been playing so far, I have a feeling that this Greg is just gonna be deadly for Team Don. He needs the positioning though. Cavani has to be really careful with it, and they're now looking for their potential jungle hero, Virus here.
Yes.
Also,
Greg-
also not pointing out that Greg can also be used just to pull the minions away all the time.
Yes, so this might look like another jungle invades type of strategy.
Oh, but how can they counter that, Yugi? How can they counter that jungle invade?
Play hyper strong early game heroes. If you play a Ignis, or in this case a Liliana who has a good stun, or even a Yao Chan, they could just stun out the invade.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point there. Choknor is going to be picked there to bring a little bit CC into the game. Cavani for the damage, and now they're looking at Liliana for the middle lane.
Yes, but I wouldn't pick. Choknor ultimate counters Greg's ultimate. But the problem with Choknor here is he's not very tanky. He gets burst down fairly quickly for a tank.
Oh yeah, and they're still thinking about it. If they're gonna swap or lock in that Liliana.
They're looking for
And
Ignis.
yes, they are looking for Ignis, and this is exactly what we are waiting for the pick for Team Don. What a fantastic pick. Could potentially be better there on a Diochan pick or something like that, but Ignis is definitely not bad. Here's the damage he needs to counter that early game invade.
Yes, and here comes the Superman. Here comes the Batman or the Chi. Right now, we don't even know if it's the Varus, Mid, or Chi Slayer, or one of them going through the jungle. We're not sure yet. All's up in the air, because Kira's still open. I'll be careful to... If I was Team Dawn, I'll ban out Kira right now.
Oh man, Kira is indeed still open. Oi, 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 oi.
If they pick into the Flash, they're looking to invade.
Yes, absolutely, and it seems like until the last second they're holding on that Flash, and eventually Flash is going to be locked in for Team Y, so which confirms basically that they're going to be looking for that invade and apply the same strategies last game.
Yes, I would say how to counter this. The problem is they revealed their support way too early. They could hide a support that could counter good invades. Even the Gilded could fucking force back in the invades.
Hayati is going to be banned? That's weird. Hayati is already banned, no?
No, team...
Oh, sorry, yes, absolutely.
hasn't used Hayati.
I got a little confused there. Yeah, absolutely. Great ban once again.
And if they're banning Hayate, I'm expecting two strong hero warriors coming out.
And both Key and Butterfly are going to be banned out here from Team Y, so we're still looking what the last ban is going to be for Team Don here. Oh, but this is already a great team composition for both games. As you said, it maybe was a little bit too early to get that Chokno out, but yeah, he's there, so be it. Kira is going to most likely be banned out here, as we were speaking about the Kira,
Yes,
and they're going to do it.
yes, so they're going for a Fawn, Finnick, or Valheim. So yes, a very early game comp coming out. Zeph is here would struggle if he gets invaded. And Zuka can jump onto Valheim to maybe kill him, but I doubt that
But
would work.
wait a second here, Yugi.
Yes,
Where is the HP?
on Choknor.
Only
Choknor
Choknor?
Zeph is quite tanky late game, and his passive actually gives him damage reduction by the amount of HP he loses. But if Zephyr doesn't get his farm, and we could see that the early game comp coming out, I would rather have a Richter here than a Zuka.
Yeah, Richter or
Malak
Malak.
is early game as well.
Malak would be good as well, yeah.
Yes, and that means it's all on Cavani if they pick into this comp. No, they're swapping back to Zuka.
To pick.
Yeah, as you said, Zephyrus is gonna need his farm very well, which here we are very well really worried about, because yeah, we have seen great jungle invades here by Team YSO, and this is going to be dangerous because if Zephyrus doesn't get enough farm, that means Choknar is going to be absorbing all the damage, Caffeine dealing most of the damage with some support of Ignis, and Zuka roaming around the map and trying to finish off some kills there.
Yes, and I'm hoping go a 5-man mid to try and stop an invade. Because with this team comp, it's definitely coming. Natalia's horrendously strong early game. Flash is really strong at level 2 as well. So is Valheim, and Varus has always been strong. And Crack is one annoying hero.
Oh yes, absolutely. And this is going to finish off the pick and ban phase
10
of the
seconds
third match of the night here on the AoV Summer League official scrims. On Team Don we've got Caffeine, Choknar, Zephys, Zuka and Ignis locked in. While on YSO we've got Greg, Virus, Flash, Natalia and Valheim.
Yes. And again, with the interesting team comp coming out from Team YSO with a Valheim jungle.
Absolutely. And taking this absolute time to just give another shout out here to our sponsors of this tournament, which is Trovo, AoV and Team E Studios. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this tournament.
Yes, and thanks Shadow for organizing this tournament as well.
Minions will be deployed in 5 seconds.
Absolute legend. And already looking here at the first baby steps of this game. Greg roaming to middle. Let's see what this first minute is going to bring us, Yuki.
Yes, well, I'm expecting an invade, possibly, but or at least, yeah, but Zuka's keeping watch there for Zephyrus. Yeah, Natalia's going into the red buff side, I think, or yes, she's definitely going to try invading red.
No, they're going to be trying to get on that Caffeine and Choknar. Caffeine overextended here.
Yes.
Oh, Choknar is going to be dealing a lot of, it's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Eventually going to be going down here.
Yes.
Oh.
Choknar, as we said before, might be a good support against CC, but he's not tanky enough.
Then Flash already jumping in. He's got the information that Ignis is low and he's not going to let him escape. It's basically just like the Pain. He can just jump in, finish those low heroes off and then just go back to his business.
Yes, and even more annoying is that Flash can always get out. He doesn't do as much damage as Pain, but his escape is way better than Pain.
Absolutely, and here we see once again that they are putting the Zephyrs in danger here. Zuka is jumping in on Natalia, doing some serious damage, but it's not gonna result on anything. The Zephyrs here trying to do some serious damage to Yummy, and eventually they're not gonna let him escape. Zuka jumping in, Choknar is gonna be taking the hit here. Oh man, and Ananas on the Valheim taking the hit here in the end.
Yes, I would like to see the items here to see if Valheim is building for AP or AD. Yes, she's going for AP, which means they basically have no physical damage. So if Team Dawn is looking at this like us, they would start building Medallion of Troy right now.
Yeah, that's absolutely something they're going to be needing to do here. 3 people roaming back to bottom. And I'm kind of worried here for Team Dawn already, as they already got that first jungle invade, getting that disadvantage on Zephyrus already. Choknar here overextending a little bit already again, taking quite a lot of damage, being chased here. Oh, and Valheim is going to be taking down that Zuka that jumped on Valheim potentially. We missed that out. But now it's coming down here to the middle lane. But they are not hesitating to jump back into that jungle again.
Yes.
And they already have GTL waiting there.
They have a 5-man here. This looks bad.
And this looks bad. Greg missing his ultimate though. But Ignis is going to be going down by that Natalia. The Panda is struggling. Flash stoke down Caffeine. And eventually Greg is going to be deleting Zuka here.
Yes. This is what we expected, but this should be what Team Dawn is also expecting. But can they do anything about it right now? They can defend. And the
Definitely
Cavalry,
trying. Oh, he's gonna get hooked and he's gonna be going down. There is no escape for that Caffany. And Greg is being like, give me a hug, Caffany. And he is hugging her so hard that she goes eventually down. Oh man.
yes. And the first tower goes down as well.
Not
Great.
missing a single hook. Great combo there from the Greg with the Natalia.
Yes. If Crack can hook, Natalia can do an awful lot of damage.
Yugi, we're already in 4 minutes into the game looking at a 2.5k gold lead here for Team YSO.
Yes, well, this might be a repeat from the second game here, if they are not careful. But I hope that they learn something from that second game, and that they play hyper defensive and try to protect their towers and get to late game.
Exactly, at this point is just like a replay but with different heroes. The exact same lane, the exact same strategy, exactly like before with the Flash here, dealing damage on distance, being able to jump back.
Yes, we could see that Varus is doing the Mina role, which is tanking. Flash is doing the Pains role.
Don't understand why she could still stay there, man. He was so low, he knew that most of the team was there. It was time for him to go back, but he thought that he could be dealing some more damage there for his teammates afterwards, I guess. But that's not the case, and once again, let's go home, boys. Bottom jungle. Greg jumping on that Zephyr's here. Flash taking that Zephyr's down. There's just a incredible team composition and team coordination, sorry, here on Team YSO.
Chemistry on the heroes. With Crack pulling, Varus doing extra CC, and Natalia and Valheim bursting them down. A Blitzblade coming off from Valheim, which would give him the attack speed he needs.
Zuka gonna be taken down again on top tower by Valheim. Also a great split push here. While they keep the team entertained here at bottom for Team Don, they are gonna destroy that top tower down. And that means that now it's time for the middle tower potentially.
Yes.
Great positioning on that Greg, hooking that Ignis down. No one was there to deal the damage they needed to take that Ignis down though. But this Greg knows who he is looking for. He's not hooking a single support, not on the jungle. And there's going to be going a team fight in once again. And Zuka is going to be taking down the Greg here. Zephy is chasing Salty right here. But if we look at the top of the screen, a lot is going on where Barry and Rostino both are down. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And why is she still alive? And that they bought him the time she needed. Don't Be Salty did an absolute job to distract all of the Team Don's team here. And actually bought time for Team YSO to come together and eliminate that team out.
Yes, we could say that Caffany is one of the best heroes at kiting, but here Varus is kiting her.
Varus is guiding her badly, Yugi. And then Valheim at the tower has got some minions to potentially take the tower down. He does. Jumping on Ignis. He's not afraid anymore. Already level 11. They've got the gold lead. They are playing so relaxed right now.
Yes. And with this level of Snowball, we could see...
Look, Valheim. Look how much damage he deals. Oh,
Yeah.
Ignis is going to get away though. And they're struggling below the tower. Chocna be going down. Flash jumping on Chalk now like it's nothing, but Valen here is going to be struggling. Zuka and the great ultimate here of Caffany is eventually going to finish his story and make it history. Then we've got Zuka dealing some serious damage to the Flash here. And yeah, that was a great gameplay by Team Don here.
Yes.
But now they're facing again a very difficult situation. Ignis hooked by Greg. Then we've got Flash, as we've already seen many times, jumping in, dealing the damage, and yeah, eventually it's going to be going down on Rosino.
Yes. I'm still holding out a bit of hope for Team Dawn. If they can clear the towers with Ignis, with Chutnar, and with Caffeine, they could still somewhat defend. But that's going to be a long and hard road coming up with the 5k goal lead in town.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. They just don't let them go further. than where no towers are. They've got everything pretty much scouted. They know at all times where they are. And they definitely don't let them go. Oh man, Chokma hooked this time by accident, which was basically aimed there on the Ignis, I guess. Cavani taking a lot of damage, and Chokma a little overextended there. Is Cavani going to be able to take it down? And there we've got Ignis jumping in, which is eventually going to be dealing it, and Greg taking down that Cavani as she was low HP. That's going to result in trade.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but at this point, does it really change much? In the grand scheme of things, Team Whitestone can still push right now. They still have an ADC, they still have 2 mages, and they still
Oh man, Natalia taking down that Chokna, and yeah, Chokna just doesn't have the farm to tank that damage. He wants to tank it. Ignis being hooked here by Greg. He wants to tank it, but he just doesn't have that farm, and he's getting taken out way too early before his team can even react.
Yes, and that Valheim is also starting to hurt a lot.
Oh, Ignis is very low, but then Zuka jumps in there on 4. He's gonna take Flash back home at least.
Yes.
Bon voyage, Mr. Flash.
Normally when the Zuka jumps in on 4, it's a great move, but at this point the gold lead changes that.
Yeah, we can absolutely see that difference. Ignis here on very low HP. They are going to be taking that Greg down though. That's very, very important. So now they can move freely. Know that there's going to be no one scouting in the bush. Cavani taking down eventually on that Virus. And now they're going to be struggling because Valheim jumps into the team fight here.
Yes, but Ignis responds, which means Valheim can't just go in the end. Triple kill on Valheim though.
A triple kill on Valheim. Wow.
Yes, and an AP Valheim on top of that, which means he's gonna have a lot of burst damage.
Oh, that was a great try here by the Zuka, and he successfully completed his mission, I would say. Taking oh, that ultimate got him like to 1/4 HP though, so that shows how dangerous it is. If he saw him 1 second earlier, then probably Zuka's mission would have failed. But hey, that's not the case right now.
Yes, and that's the only job Zuka has, is to try and pick out Valheim and try to pick out Natalia. Flash is too mobile, so it's extremely difficult to get a good jump onto him and kill him.
What do you think about Team Don's items? I don't think they really responded here, as they should, to that AP build now.
Yes. Well, I just saw that both Chukna doesn't have any real magic
There
defense.
we go. Flash spotting someone with low HP, and it's like, give me a hug, brother. Taking him down instantly. And that's an important death for Team Don here, as Ignis is dealing the damage. Also a big part of the damage here. Natalia is going to throw her ult out. Greg is going to hook. Cavani going to be going down with his Virus, and then they're eventually going to be taking the tower. As always, Chokno is there. He is there. He wants to show his teammates that he wants to tank it, but he just can't. And then we've got Zephys here, as we already said. They don't have enough defense. They don't have enough HP at this point. And since the Zephys doesn't have his farm, he basically can't tank any damage. Zuka going to be taken down here in the middle of the team fight as well. And there is Ignis by himself, alone, rendering and trying to get at least some of the minions down so they don't finish this off. But eventually, of course, he can defend it by himself. They're not really going try hard for that finish. It seems like they're still kind of roaming around for kills, but this is going to be a GG for Team YSO.
Yes. Well, great performance by Team YSO, and it shows why they're the first seeded team in this tournament.
And this absolutely shows us that it's so important to come with your strategies already from home and not try to improvise in middle of the team fight. But then again, I do think that Team Don here did a great job to try and counter them. I just feel that their strategy didn't really work out the way they would like it to turn out.
Yes, and we could see that from Team Don, Chokna ended up doing the most damage. But he couldn't, and he tanked quite a bit, but that means that he actually didn't have any real tanking items.
Chokna did fantastic here. He was always there. He tried the best way he could, but eventually he didn't have the farm to pull out this great energy he had inside of him. And then one of the big big problems here for Team Don is this Zephys, which had basically no farm to neither do damage or take damage. So he was kind of just standing there, slowing around, trying to help his teammates, but he wasn't really able to make the difference that Zephys should be making in a match like this, Yugi.
Yes, and one more thing. If you want to play counter pick, you usually would want to get to the red side of the team, so you can have the last pick and then counter them. Right now, since they had blue side, they had to put forward a strategy that they think would work. But we could see that their strategy just got outclassed by the early game strat from Team Wiso.
Yeah, absolutely, Yugi. I think that the first match here, we saw them a little bit experimenting around, checking Team Don out, and seeing how far they could go into the jungle, what were the good and bad side of Team Dom, and then basically in the second part of the second match, they just applied that jungle invade because they know that they could do it. They knew that nobody would be stopping them, and this was basically deadly for Team Don.
Yes, and Team Don actually didn't have much of an answer.
Which I have to point out as well, like, it is unexpected. It is very unexpected that they come in there and then for the third match applying the same strategy again. They could see that coming, but what a great team play by Wiso. What a great team composition. What a great synergy. You can see that they have played at least 1,000 games together. I mean, everybody worked together as it should. There were no mistakes apart from the first match there, where both teams made a mistake. But that was the only real mistake Wiso made, and then they overextended a couple of times as well. But that was just because they had the gold lead and they were just making fun, I guess.
Wiso having fun, being slightly arrogant sometimes, but then again, when you're so ahead, you can be slightly arrogant. And that concludes this match. 3-0 goes to Wiso.
Absolutely, yep. And this is going to be it for tonight. I guess we have got no more scrim matches on the schedule, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, we have to confirm with Shadow about that.
Hello everyone. We welcome you to our very first European Summer League, organized for the game Arena of Valor. I am Toka, and I will introduce you.
For watching us here tonight as well, thank you so much for joining the stream here and sit here with us and watch these two amazing games with us. There's going to be no more scrims tomorrow, which basically means that we will see you all on the battlefield on the 19th on Monday, where we start our tournament.
Yes, but tomorrow you guys can still be watching AoV since it's the grand final of AWC tomorrow.
That's going to be very promising. And after watching this last scrim match, I'm hopping off my chair to start this tournament and see how the teams are going to be doing.
Yes. But our thanks can go to the viewers from Yugi PK and from The Mask.
That's it. And with that, we wish you all a great evening. Justin here, casting together with
Yugi PK and
we wish you all a fantastic night, a good weekend, a fantastic evening and Sunday. And we hopefully see you all back on the next adventure. Bye-bye.